This was actually watched live, so incredible stuff there. And this was the first game that I, very early on with the Observer. So, here we are. We have squeekyg on the left in orange, playing as the Roos, and gunman135 on the right. I will figure out how to flip that UI at some point in this game, I guarantee it. Actually, I don't. I do not remember. It was a long time ago. In red, on the right, playing as the Holy Roman Empire, we are on Ancient Spires, the first and only Ancient Spires game, I believe, of this tournament so far. It was a game of passion from Western Courier. Incredible. And we can duck out of this set at any time, I think, to do the live games. Just want to say that we'll just pause it and come back to it. If anybody here, Namcat, gets home from work. But anyways, so far we got the score on the right corner of the screen. squeekyg a little bit ahead there. Not too much. This is looking pretty standard so far. Scouting. We have a I'm zooming in on this little monk over here. What's he doing over here? We're wondering. Prelates, sorry. We got some idols, we got some gold miners. Of course, in Age 1 of Age of Empires 4, we do need gold to age up. So you're gonna have to add some gold miners up to even like 4 or 5, depending on your strategy, depending on your build order. Neither player opting for the fish, the shore fish in this game. I think that's definitely a powerful thing to utilize if you want to get up there quickly. They gather fast and they're free, and they're right next to you on Ancient Spires. So I'm kind of a fan of this map. I'm a big Mongol Ancient Spires fan myself. I can show you passion. All right, Bomber Bear. All right, buddy. Oh, don't worry. This is a recording. We can skip all of that. Huh, interesting. There it is. I think I was just looking up how to flip the Observer UI. So there it is. Now we're back, and it makes more sense here. So far, 10 villagers on food, 2 on wood, 0 on gold for squeekyg. That doesn't... that actually makes sense as the Roos, because you're getting all your gold from the bounty, and he in fact already has 200, which is enough to age up to the feudal age. On the other side, gunman with 10 on food, 2 on wood, and 2 on gold. Pretty standard. We're going to need maybe a couple more on gold if you want to get up as fast as is ideal. But now moving over to that mill. My hands are off the keyboard. This is so chill. I'm just standing here. I'm like, I can put my hands in my pockets, just like smoke a cigar or something while I'm watching. I'm not going to do that. Landlords, I'm not doing that. Don't worry. There was only one vapor in this apartment, and it wasn't... Not a big deal. Don't worry about it. Okay, finding the trading post on the bottom. There we are. How many sheep is that? What is that, 6 sheep? And just going for more houses right now. Okay, well, it's live, so that doesn't spoil the duration of the game. Again, let me know in the chat once you find out what the special thing is with this game. squeekyg and Gunman are both big proponents of the, unique aspects of gameplay. So, I think that was a check of the bounty, by the way, if you were paying attention, more than I was. Moving on to those berries with 300 food per minute, and there's the golden gate for squeekyg. Gonna hit that up with 3 vills. Pretty standard, maybe 3 or 4. That's what you want. That's what you want. This is a good looking Roos build so far. squeekyg a little bit more practiced on the Roos overall for his civilization pool than I think gunman135 has played very little Holy Roman Empire in general. That's maybe a pick just specifically for this game for one specific reason. So, you know, keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for that. We got 4 scouts. We got 19 workers. 10 sheep still following these scouts around. And Squeaky has just moved on to those berries. Huge amount of shift queuing all around the map. He's definitely going to go for professional scouts and pick up all the deer that he can, if I know the guy at all. If I've seen any of his games, it's one thing I can tell you. That said, not killing any deer, I have just now realized, I think he's... Well, he has to have killed something, right? In order to get to age 2 without mining any gold. There's feudal. Okay, why am I... Alright. Alright, observer. You're really highlighting that one. I think at this point in time... Yeah, Gunman has moved that prelate out to the relic. Like, extremely early. So early. And he doesn't have one to put in the Aachen Chapel, even. So, I mean, you can't pick those up in the feudal age. He told me after the game he knows that, so no big deal. He's just wanting to be prepared. The Rus are one of the few civs that really look to pressure those relics as well as the Holy Roman Empire and try to use them for their own gain and are able to get out there fast enough. So Gunman just going for all the relics, just standing on top of them right now. Completely unafraid of his enemy. There's forestry coming in for one of these players. And professional scouts now killing the rest of the deer. Okay, it wasn't like an intentional thing, I think. He was just scouting and getting his bearings. And wheelbarrow for gunman135 at 7 minutes. Pretty good, pretty good. As well as that first wood upgrade. Wood gathering upgrade. And I feel like you want to drop off all those sheep. They're going to be a faster gathering rate than the berries. And we've got, what, precision mining? Not sure what that one is called. First mining upgrade for red. A lot of scouts. That's 7 scouts. You're going to want 8 to get all the deer in one pick. I believe it's 8. Maybe it's just 7. Checking some more key bindings. Don't worry about that. We'll just skip straight past that one. But, okay, now both players having scouted pretty much the whole map, and something interesting is going on here. So far, at least, we're in age 2, and we're at 8 minutes, 15 seconds. No military buildings for either of these players. That's not totally unheard of, especially in this tournament. But very slow. There's that Vil count again. 15 on food for squeekyg, 10 on food for gunman135, and exactly even Vil count so far for both players. We're looking at those units again. The shift control A, you know, give you the count of all the sheep that the player has claimed, as well as everything else that they've got on the map. And there go the sheep for orange. Picking those up now. As well as our professional scouts coming in. Gunman just keeping that scout in the middle of the map with the sacred site, just keeping his eyes out, make sure nothing untoward happens out there. And we have our first market for Gunman, and it has something producing in there. I wonder what that is. It's gotta be something. It's gonna be a trader, I bet, right? Yeah, that's what you make out of markets. So he's gonna be trading. We have a second TC for orange, looks like, on that mini map, if my eyes don't deceive me. And there's another prelate, so he just desperately wants all of these relics and is being allowed to just make prelates and stand them out in the middle of everywhere. Incredible. And there's the first trader. I think I'm trying to find out what the follow key is here, but I don't know what it is. Another prelate moving out. If you're bored at any point in this game, just give me a quick guess. What's going on in this game? There's something sus going on here. If you're bored, let me know. Once we figure it out, maybe we can speed things along a little bit. But for now I need to change my... This is the first time I've done this. Age of Empires 4 is now the category of the stream. Up till now, for the last 4 weeks, I've just been lying to people, and it's just been Age 2 the entire time. But here we go. Gunman still, well, just about able to click Castle Age, and at that point he'll be able to bring all those prelates back home. 37-37, and there's Abbey of the Trinity for Squeaky, right in that back corner. With a lot of villagers pumping that up. He wants the relics, and I don't know if he knows about all the prelates standing on every single relic, ready to pick them up as soon as that Regnitz goes up. But we'll see if it's fast enough. This TC is delaying the Regnitz Cathedral. There's that new age. We'll see if Orange decides to move over there. Okay, whoa, what was that? Was that two more... was that two more town centers queued? These guys have been chilling. Okay, also I want to mention... Noah? Yeah, I'm not going to mention it. Not yet. I'll give it a little more time. Chat, what's going on here? Is this a normal game of Age? If not... Why? I'll need that essay by Friday. 500 words at least. Thank you. It's Friday today. How much gold are these guys pulling? 127. Could be getting at least like probably close to 300 if you put that market in the full back corner. Since it scales, exponentially the further away you go. Maybe like 250. I don't know. I don't know what the tiny map size full trade value actually is. But second town center up, Gunman hitting Castle Age and about to pick up every single relic. As we click around the map frantically trying to catch all of those. And first, second, yeah, three of these boys moving out. Orange does see at least one of these, but I'm not checking what the name of these is. Definitely not. Warrior monks, not able to do enough damage to take that guy out before he hits the Wololo. And gonna be pushed away by villagers. Villager fighting. Interesting. So now all relics are in for red, or moving in. It's 1+4 right now. On the bottom left corner you can see that. And Sacred Site is being taken. 1 out of 2? We have 2 Sacred Sites on this map, and one of them is right next to squeekyg's base. I might be like totally blind here, but that is heavily favoring one player on the Sacred Sites at least. See if it starts the countdown once we get up to 2 taken. Another mining camp, some more economy. 57-52 now in favor of Gunman on the villager count. It's pretty significant. Okay, it is only those 2 Sacred Sites. I feel like Squeaky could look to lock those down and really get a fairly quick victory here in this extremely slow game. too many relics for the Regnits. Now hanging out outside, just having lunch. And we've got a decap immediately coming in. Those warrior monks will be able to push off the prelate if that's what squeekyg wants. But I'm sticking this out for the long haul. Okay, here's all right. Okay, Gunman says absolutely not. 2 sacred sites, you don't get both of them. And that castle's definitely gonna go up because, well, I think I'll spoil it now. There is no military production anywhere on this map. These 2 players, well, next up they gotta fight Seed 1, okay? And they're Seed 8, they're Seed 9. They said, you know what? I just want to have fun in this game. I just want to play some nonsensical rule set that doesn't, you know, I already said nonsensical, I can't say that doesn't make sense. Some silly little funny rule set. And that rule set is, in fact, that you're not allowed to make any military production buildings. And you're not allowed to make any military to fight with. So, that does inform this game a little bit. If you have been following along up till now, somehow this is the highest view count we've had all stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. Yeah, this is a villager and no military unit, religious unit, and scout only game, I believe. The scouts were, I think, not delineated beforehand, but Gunman saw a few of these warrior monks and he thought they were scouts apparently, so he just said, oh, we're doing scouts now, okay. And squeekyg responded in kind. So scouts are going to play a big role here, but that does kind of inform the choices. Rus, you think of doing very well in this scenario because obviously their religious units can fight. They're basically military units, but they are kind of a loophole as far as that goes. We have 8 prelates out now. This is pretty much when I realized, I think, maybe a couple minutes ago in real time, what exactly was going on. But here are the prelates, and they're going to do very well with the scout combo as well because of their healing and inspiration. Warrior monks, of course, are also... Okay, well, relic going in that keep, and 1 just sitting out there in case we need to do some conversions. Solid stuff. Warrior monks, like I was saying, seem like the favorite here because they, you know. Okay, that's an orange mining camp on the opposite side of the map. I guess since there's no military units in this game, he said, why not just move out there with a proxy stone mine? Because these warrior monks do have the holy inspiration bonuses of their own. There are a lot of researches for that in the age 3 landmark for them. And you think, you know, they're going to be able to buff those scouts like to an insane level. So we'll see how those fights go. You know, I'm a pre-watcher. I watched this, so I'll reveal some things as we move along. But that's only because of the, you know, the replays getting broken from updates situation that we have in Age of Empires 4. Taking down those boars, gonna give us a little more bounty for the Rus. And Gunman securing up that southern trade post and giant gold mine. Good moves. This is gonna feature heavily defensive buildings. Pardon me. Defensive buildings, castles, towers, and all their upgrades, because you're not spending anything on units because you're playing a stupid playstyle. That's the last time I'm gonna get salty at this. So with the reveal out of the way, you know, okay, we're trading. Are we gonna see? Okay, yeah, there's the scout production now. He said, okay, I think there are scouts on the field. They're actually warrior monks. No farming around chapel. Yeah, I mean, this guy's picked the HRE for one reason and one reason only, and it's this rule set. He doesn't know what's going on. He knows a little bit. He's got some vague idea, but controversy, if you're looking at this game for tips on how to improve your own gameplay, don't. look somewhere else. But there's, you know, we got some action here. We're gonna speed up thanks to VLC. We can just, you know, get that speed moving. So we're moving along here. We're at 20 minutes. If we get anything interesting happening here, there's a lot of trade coming in for red. And also orange trying to, but it's been towered. Getting a lot of that stone. And red moving out with more villagers up to towards that gold mine, I think, towards that stone mine at the top of the map. And we have a mass of holy warriors taking out the entire trade for red. He's just going to keep sending them out there. Okay, we have an engagement coming up, and I'll slow it down for that. But they're just facing off right now in a kind of a cold war, allowing a few more of those traders to die. Just so many dead traders. And all right, let the audio catch up. Here comes this fight. Let's see how these holy warriors do against just some basic scouts. We got some weird pathing. I think red is just right-clicking on enemy units instead of A-moving. But it happens. That's where we are. We might both be doing that for all I know. And we have a castle staking a claim down on the southern golden trade for orange. Trade is definitely a key in this game. It's going to be hard to deny since there are, again, no military units allowed, apparently. Didn't tell me about this beforehand. But, you know. This is just how it is. 3 more. Okay, yeah, that trade is just all going down right now. We can see destroyed value, 5,000. And, okay, that's actually way higher for red. But we move on. We carry on. This bit of music is giving me anxiety. Towered, the stone mine, gonna kill some vills. And there's the age 4 landmark for orange coming down on that trade post, which, so yeah, that's not going to be workable for red at any time soon. He can't build siege. He can only build warrior monks and scouts, and his own castles, obviously. So that's probably going to be the move. But now we have pretty high numbers. Slow this down a little bit. High numbers for red, gonna have to back out there. Orange doesn't want to take that fight, especially under the castle. Sees all these villagers moving forward. He wants to take some of them out, but they're the units he's using just don't do enough damage. And we have more production coming in here for orange. I don't know if he's realized. Well, he has to now. The scouts are here for red, but there's another attempted conversion. Let's see how this goes. Wait a minute, you can't convert enemy religious units. So, all these warrior monks are safe. That's incredible. If you didn't know that, it's really something else. We're going up to 4x speed now. These castles just fighting it out. We're jumping all over the map. Some more towers coming up for orange on the south. Really wants to secure that gold at the very least, I think. And we're just creeping out with these watchtowers. The villager is going to take out the one warrior scout. And we just have massive amounts. Okay, 57. What is... I'm trying to make sense of these unit counts right now. 57 military units for red. I think that's because it counts both the scouts and the prelates as military units. That, I mean, that makes it 40, no, 30, okay. I don't know what that's counting. But, you know, that's how it goes. And 24 warrior scouts there for squeekyg. No scouts yet for him. So we'll see if he ends up mixing those in at some point here. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna keep speeding through. We've got quite a bit of this game to get through. This is the thing that made me the most made me groan the most here, I think, is the length of this game. As we speed up enough to get no sound at all, it turns out that you can't really kill your enemy with only scouts and religious units. So, you know, we're just here. We are. We got a lot of villagers moving up. I think of some well-placed castle drops. Like, why not just walk out and drop a castle on your enemy's economy? Like, what are they going to do to stop that? You know, I think that would have been a strong play here. Oh my gosh! Nope, I'm not going to slow down too late on that one. But squeekyg losing just a huge amount of units against that Elsbach. Is that what it's called? Elsbach. Very strong defensive Holy Roman landmark there. He's going to take that gold at least. It's out of range. And the other towers have been taken down for red. Why is this a thing? You know, that's what we're all saying. Okay, Squeaky with the... Oh, we got a little bit of a check there. But squeekyg with the hunting cabins, going to be able to start pumping out scouts from those. Since he doesn't need... You might see red with a lot of town centers. He may drop those later on because that's the only building he can produce scouts out of, and scouts are the main fighting force here. But squeekyg has the hunting cabins, which are basically the mill. So he's going to be able to pump those out at very little upfront cost. Here's a big fight here. We'll slow it down as we get into it. And there's another conversion attempt. There's a lot of villagers in here for orange as well. And again, it doesn't really pull anything through because of the religious unit rule. Squeaky opting to just fight with villagers right now. They're all idle right now. They haven't been A-moved or anything, it looks like. And this is definitely a cleanup for red right now, as we are at the 44-minute mark. Let's see how this goes. Villagers falling back. I think this may have been an attempted castle drop, but it's just too late at this point. I'm not sure. I think you could still sneak it in if you really wanted to, though. Squeaky with almost with over 1,000 more in score right now. By the way, I don't think I noticed that in the game. Also, 60 idle villagers for gunmen and 38. Okay, they're looking back at their bases now. They're checking in. They're seeing what's all going on. Of course, oh yeah, Boyar's Fortitude will help every unit here, I believe. Cavalry, those all count as cavalry, the warrior scouts, etc. So with that fight over, we're going back up to 8x speed. Thank you very much. They're just circling around in a big Death Star ball until they kill every last unit very effectively. And that second castle drop from gunmen is really going to make a big difference on the bottom. But now we just have a lot of villagers in this army, apparently. That may be accidental for orange, but oh no, they're just part of the formation now. And oh my, okay, this is a little bit epileptic, or a little bit crazy screen. I don't want to, like, you know, but sorry about that. Warning now, I guess. Hopefully I won't switch around too much. Now orange adding in the scouts. This is his first time with full scout army comp, so we'll see how that goes. Definitely has more units right now than red. But here it goes. Let's get back into it now, this first engagement. Now, the scouts will get converted by the relic. I love how gunman keeps trying with this relic at least. But just going to have to fall back with that and then get in. The warrior monks will, I think I will catch it at some point. I'm trying to get one right now. They will, like, do an inspiration thing. When they hit an enemy unit, all the nearby units will get a bunch of crazy bonuses, like attack and defense. But at the same time, the HRE prelates can just do that anytime they want, so... Squeaky going for a little bit of a raid on these villagers up here. 65 idols for gunmen, no big deal. He's got 14k wood, 13k food. It doesn't matter at this point. Squeaky on the other side with 20k food, 12k wood, just chilling. And you know how it goes. I didn't know they could inspire. What, the warrior monks? Oh no, the prelates. Yeah, they just do it by default. They just do it from standing still next to other units. Why not go Malians? Well, that would have been a smart move, I think. I think the Malian warriors, whatever they're called, warrior scouts, right? Would have been very strong in this specific situation. Squeaky with the, did we catch that? What is that, like 12 trade value? Incredible, incredible. Just free trading up there for 12 gold apiece, maybe even 20 at that distance. We have another engagement under a castle and then a second castle for red going up on the sacred site. I don't know if this is a capture attempt. It's not working out for orange. The positioning is all out. We have cannon emplacements for red on these castles. Fully garrisoned castle. Probably has boiling oil by this point. And orange gonna have to fall back again. As we move on, as we carry on with our lives, we keep going. My finger is on the pause, on the real-time key to hit the instant that anything interesting happens. But for now, those trades still going on. And we're still just massing up those scouts, massing up those warrior monks for orange, for the Rus. And now we can see, actually, in the minimap, there's like 10 town centers for red. He needed to get that production pumping. Yeah, there's 2 sacred sites weirdly favoring orange in this map. I don't know how that happened. I guess one of their rules was no stables. That's my best guess for why you would make so many town centers. Gunman, maybe Western Courier, maybe you can answer that in the chat. I don't know. But we're going to keep it up, and here's our next engagement. This is going to be the biggest one so far. We have like 140 to 189. There's the conversion attempt again. You can see all these scouts that have like the little diamonds around their heads are the ones that are being affected by the warrior monk bonuses. Squeaky going for the economy a little bit here, but the defenses are strong. And there are so many scouts from red, just from all these town centers, continuously pumping them out. 15k, 13k, I mean 19 for orange though, so like, man, maybe a couple more hunting cabins would have done it. I don't know, they were both pop capped there, I think, so. Ooh, didn't know stable produced scouts. Okay, well, now we get a sense of what we're working with. As we see orange kind of failing to make a dent here, 182 to 112 on the military units, and that does include both the Holy Roman and the Rus religious units in the count, conveniently for us. So I had a little bit of a think about this afterwards, during the game even. I had kind of an epiphany here. The Rus are not going to do well in these fights with the religious unit scout combo against most anything else with this much mass of healing, because while they're fighting, the warrior monks don't heal, and that castle is going to scare away red. So they're just not getting any healing, and that many prelates on the other side are just going to carry the entire fight passively. So I really hope both players got their blacksmith upgrade and heal speed upgrade. Well, I know squeekyg got all of the upgrades. Could have gone for that arrow pierce armor upgrade, definitely. Gunman going for no blacksmith upgrades whatsoever. Yeah, I assume that the Rus player here definitely did get them because he had that landmark, and you just want to click all those special upgrades and regular upgrades in that landmark. Gunman, I don't know. That one I'm not too sure about, but what else are you going to do with all these resources, right? One can live in hope at least. And we can see the healing coming through for only the red player here as the warrior monks are fighting. I think the only way to get this to work in your advantage as the Rus is to have some warrior monks stand ground in the middle of the fight and just heal. You think they'd be good because they fight as well, but that's really just what kills it in my observation. We do have a lot of units just running around the outside for red. I'm not sure if he's right-clicked something in the middle or not. But it doesn't really matter because they're just invincible from the monk healing, the prelate healing. So even in this fight now, also they're just getting rained down like cannon fire from every angle. Even this fight is feeling slow and boring to me at this point, as we have just random circling units trying to get to the middle unit that's been right clicked. Okay, and just checking some more key bindings as we skip past that. We've got another mass. You can't, I mean, another thing here, you can't change your composition in this game because you only have 2 units you can work with. So basically it's just numbers, and economy here doesn't seem to matter. squeekyg kind of running out of gold actually, but you know, maybe that trade could have been a little bit more effective. I never thought about blacksmith. Well, there you go. And here's a pretty significant fight again under Red's towers. One thing I will say, Western Courier gunman135 was able to really optimize, as I apparently have now figured out how to use the cinematic camera. Fighting under his castles, just every fight in this game has been under a red castle. And now Squeaky gonna try to just dive that castle and knock it down, but it has boiling oil, clearly, as you can see the effect going off. It's gonna just kill all units nearby. And university upgrades too. Incredible idea. But we move on. As this game has happened, we have another fight in the base of red. Those healing prelates, man, they're just making it all happen. And more scouts streaming in. Main TC for orange going down, and another castle gonna go up. You're gonna be denied for now on like 1 hit, and it goes up. Okay, that castle is up, and we have. Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. Wait, go back. What was that? What was that? Barracks in this game? That's not allowed. Am I peeking the mic? I don't know. What's all this? What's all this then? I mean, Spearman would be very effective here. Is squeekyg just throwing out the rule book? He's been pressured too hard and now it's time to get serious? I guess we'll have to find out as he loses the rest of the main base, and I apparently am going back into the settings menu yet again. Rams. We have Rams in the chat. Okay, well, hopefully, you know, we'll see what happens. I don't think Rams are in the list either, but if we get a Ram Ranch action in Age 4, I'm happy. And we've got a castle attempt from orange there that's not going to go up. No. Oh no, that's red. That's red. That's red. My monitor needs to be calibrated. And that's the production for our Holy Roman Empire player, by the way. Just town centers and just a ton of monasteries. Oh man. Okay, here we go. Oh, I guess they weren't. We've got insider information. Rams were allowed. Well, hopefully he doesn't end up using any spears. I think Ram Ranch would be a really big way to come back for squeekyg in this game. As there's a lot of Rams going down. And he's going to lose the Abbey of the Trinity now. Look at all those Rams. Oh my gosh. He still has 8k wood. And, oh my, okay, hang on. I'm slowing this down to 0.5 speed. Conversion from, hang on, we got to go back. This is the most exciting moment in this game right now, okay? All right. So, I'm pausing it even right now. So, the Abbey of the Trinity went down. I don't know if you saw that there was one relic inside that was stolen by squeekyg. I think it was the relic on the front lines that Gunman kept using to attempt to convert. And he had it in there, and he picked it up as the Abbey of the Trinity went down and hit that convert button. And these units are all just trapped in here, and now every single scout for orange that was on the front, for red that was on the front line, is now orange. So we'll see how these prelates end up doing now. We're just gonna have to speed this up anyways, because everything in this game that happens extremely slowly. All of those prelates running away for their lives. Red attempting to drop a castle in the back line, but not able to get his villagers back there with that insane conversion. Absolutely clutch conversion. And that's just gonna delay the end of the game for like another 30 minutes at this point, right? It has to. As we move back up to 8 times speed, turns out not able to kill very many prelates. Those scouts are not doing the damage. And squeekyg going for some repairs on his landmarks. We have 9 rams for orange. I don't think that's enough at this point with these numbers. Now, we've got... What's the name of this building? Oh, I build this all the time. The Spaskaya Tower in team games. In mega random games, when I need those Strelskys on the walls, I build it. Another conversion attempt for orange, but red is not going to be burned again. I think we may have gotten a few conversions there. I don't know if the overlay on this game actually shows conversions if you click on overview statistics, but I didn't think of that in the game, so it's lost to time. Spaskaya's tower still up, and I mean it's burning, so it's draining slowly. We'll see if he's able to keep that up and delay the game even further. It's definitely looking more in orange's favor with the production side of things right now. He's got the units, but red has just an absolute ton of castles everywhere. There's a football fumble coming up with that relic. Oh boy. I think the things that red has done right in this game have paid off over and above the things that may have gone wrong for the red player. Just having so many castles in all the right places and forcing every fight to be underneath your own castle with cannon upgrades. Look at all those dead scouts. That's all boiling oil and cannons. That's so many dead scouts. And another Rus castle not going up there. He's able to remass a lot more scouts for red, with adding even more town centers back at home to make that happen. Okay, those diamonds are actually the indicators for which units would be converted if the conversion went through. So whatever I said about them before was just completely wrong. Pay me no mind. There was the relic. Picked up. Nope. It's still in orange's possession. He still has it. I think red brought another one forward to one of these forward castles. But their cannons just firing away at each other as we near the end, I think, here. Fortunately. Wait. This is the relic play right now. We're going back. I'm player control happy right now with these media controls. But okay, watch that relic. We're on there with the little guy, the warrior monk. He's moving up. He's gonna take out this castle all on his own. Nope, down. And the relic, it's up for free for the taking. We got some villagers moving in for orange, I guess. This was probably a repair attempt. Yep, but they're just gonna get immediately cannoned down. One single warrior monk gonna try to get that again. Nope, blasted by I think that was a Springald emplacement. And now that just is out there on the field. We got a hot potato out there. Orange going to try to pick it up again. Nope, not successful. The red castle with the relic inside has the range to take it out. And now we're looking a little short on warrior monks for orange. There it goes again. And it's in. Okay. We secured it again, and we're moving back up to take out this castle again, and it goes down again. Okay, all right. Relic out on the field. 8x, and it's back in orange's hands, but for how long? It definitely feels like squeekyg is kind of running out of steam at this point. That said, I don't see any scouts. Okay. The composition for red not quite together here, but it doesn't matter with those numbers. Rams moving forward, but not as many as we saw queued. Only the first 9. And I think he did delete those spears, so it wasn't a traitorous move after all. And with that, we have the GG surrender from squeekyg. He's had enough. This game was 1:36 long, and there it is. It was gunman135 who won that game. I don't know. It doesn't say in this screen. But the score and the military here. Time out somebody for 5 minutes. Western Courier. Well, rip. Rip. See you next time, buddy.